You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I'd like to check their wares, if you don't mind.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going, I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but We were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elde Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldermenensia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shionne?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I think Hootle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of... Let's dispose of the trash.
Destruction!
Lightning orb! Here's the evil!
Hurricane strike!
Stay rescued! You gotta shoot for cover, okay?
Severing wind!
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
And not really though.
Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you keep a wide berth.
We're in good form! Right, here goes! Severing wind! It's on! Stardust! I'm ready! Devastation!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Your blade
Cut them
moves like
apart to your heart's
I just let
content.
my instincts take over. How fascinating.
Now! Air thrust!
The heavens must be smiling.
Hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo! Maybe... something's going on in the forest.
Out of our way! Feel annihilation!
This will come in handy.
Destruction! Severing wind! Lunar rondo! Hurricane thrust!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against a worthy opponent.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. There's a nice breeze here. Hup. Not my lucky day, I guess. Not my lucky day, I guess. There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to... Thank me.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking.
So... I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and
I hate those guys.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them,
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to... They emerge as the land itself.
Huh?
what he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in.
I'm glad at least one of them...
I shall do what I can.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. So much so that when he thought I...
You seem to know a lot about...
That's because I only... You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield.
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia.
Mine too. We always...
What about you, Alphen?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid... What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your...
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind.
One of the benefits of
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need... It may sound a little strange to hear...
This sure is one rugged road.
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort. For you, it may be a simple request. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renins are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to...
Indeed. Much like the Danans in our group do so...
It's true that still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
I had a bad feeling about this.
Okay, here I go. And win! Come and face me!
Airborne beast. My special.
Glacial spear.
Scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Now! Water!
Position, precision, time. All a perfect 10.
That's it? Nothing else?
You take meticulous care of your firearm.
You're finished! Devastation!
Here I come!
I'll face you!
Tornado
Can you take it? Elusive Eternal devastation! You're marked!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart!
When he slows down, that's our chance!
Feel! It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Prepare to be sealed!
Soaring wind! Hurricane Flow!
Tornado Drive!
It's over! Devastation! Here I come!
Here I go!
You're mine!
You can't get out of this!
Photon Ray Water! Hear my call!
Destruction! Total devastation!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Lunar Rondo!
Raging Storm!
Here I come!
Annihilation!
Destruction!
Do it!
Total devastation!
Begin!
Severing wind!
Not so
Lunar
fast!
Rondo! Devastation! Take this!
It looks like you got this one covered!
Stalagmite!
Crush! Eternal devastation! Wind!
Elusive deity!
Lunar Rondo!
Do it!
Tornado Drive!
Light Astro! There you go! Don't let up!
No escape!
Lightning!
Severing wind!
Do it!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself...
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What?
No mere garbage,
Are you curious about...
Oh, they look like the remain...
And yet here I am.
Not really.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed, maybe. I simply love... You see,
I still don't understand.
Why not? We're talking about...
I get that, but it's not...
oh, but it does.
Oh,
But of course.
I sense a strange power from this.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing. Without telling any of us guardsmen.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Take this!
Here goes! Here's another! Got lightning!
Elusive deity!
It's a duel of the arts!
Let the marksman handle this! Resonate with the...
Mind freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Let's talk and more doing!
The enemy wields arts too!
We'll soon see about that!
Severing wind!
Seal!
Lunar Rondo! Tempest Novel! Here I come! You're finished!
You attack without mercy.
Do it! Because I can't afford to hesitate!
Not against the will.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! Severing wind!
I'm ready!
Impressive, Dohalim.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Or so they say. People say that.
Devastation! Here I come!
Glacial
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Lunarongo! Stay calm. Provide assistance.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Lunarongo! You got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! Severing
Here's
wind!
evil.
Lunarongo! Devastation!
Lancer!
Tear! You're finished!
Negative 6! Resonate with the earth!
Eternal devastation! Severing wind! Not a chance! Take it!
Raging Storm Spear. Here's evil.
Lunarongo! Tear!
Freeze Lancer.
Resonate with
Take
the
this!
earth!
It's over! Destruction! Eternal devastation!
I'm ready!
Dance in the wind.
Devastation!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Eternal devastation! Severing wind! That's it! Soaring light spear! Elusive deity! Try harder!
Photon never miss! Raging Cascade!
Does it hurt?
Astral Arch? That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Do it!
I'll face you!
By the power of one! Raging Storm!
Come one, come all! Eternal devastation! Severing wind! Devastation!
Hear my call!
Here I come!
Burning Blazer Spear! You are in tip-top shape!
Soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Destruction! Eternal devastation!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
By the power of water!
Elusive deity! Lunarongo! You're mine! You're finished!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Damn it! Wind!
Here I go!
Lunarongo!
Here!
Devastation!
I'll be saving your life!
Tear!
Hear me!
Begin! You're mine! Destruction! Eternal devastation!
Do it!
Lunarongo!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Now! Elusive!
No complaints from me.
I shall ensure you survive this! In a bind?
Elusive deity! Eternal devastation!
Leave the agile ones to me.
You're mine! It's over! Elusive deity! Tear!
Can you take it?
Devastation! You're mine! It's over!
That's it!
Here's a healing art. This will come in handy.
Severing wind!
Magic is
Tear!
there.
Devastation! I'm not done! Lunarongo!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Can you take it?
Raging Storm!
Wind! Elusive Deity! Lunarongo!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Blazer!
You're finished!
Now!
We turn the tables on it.
There are still more left!
Right! No time to hold back!
I need to be stronger.
Looks like some... solid equipment. More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much...
This one will be difficult to predict.
I'll take you all on! Severing Wind! Can you take it? Soaring Light Spear! Elusive Deity! Take this!
Air Thrust!
Severing Wind! Devastation! Soaring Light Spear! Here I come!
Everlasting Dark!
Negative Severing Wind! I'm ready! Soaring Light Spear!
Gale Force! Raging Cascade! Hear my call! Here's evil! Astral Energy! Freeze Blazer!
You're mine! Severing Wind! I can fit... Feel my power growing!
What's this thing?
Don't get careless.
You turn me? Spear! Hurricane Thrust! Devastation! Here I come!
Hear me!
It's over! Severing Wind! Soaring Light Spear!
Freeze Blazer!
Take this! It's over!
Where are you going?
Elusive Deity! Destruction!
Into the shadows!
Severing Wind! Soaring Light Spear! Elusive Deity! Hurricane Thrust! Have this!
Now!
Severing Wind! Soaring Light Spear! Tear! Devastation! Negative Gate!
Looks like we got them all.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
place here? Some kind of old house?
Right, here goes! Divine Wind!
Hear my call!
Soaring Light Spear!
Glacial Steel! Raging Storm!
Crush! Wind! Soaring Light Spear! Devastation! You're mine! It's over!
I thought you were going to rip. I'm not nearly finished yet. And I'll provide assistance however I can.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Soaring Light Spear!
Tempest Storm! Up and out!
Here I come!
Watch and
Wind!
I must keep striving.
You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Resonate with the earth!
Soaring Light Spear!
Gale Force!
Devastation!
By the
Take
power
this!
of water!
It's over!
Mega Ray! Thunder Beam! Raging Cascade!
Elusive Wind!
Go!
Soaring
Now!
Light Spear!
By the power of water!
Devastation! Here I come!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right! No time to hold back! Elusive
Flame of Fury!
Take this! Severing Wind!
One at a time!
Soaring Light Spear! Devastation! Nicely done, Xion.
You're slacking. Step it up.
You got it. Soaring Light Spear!
Field!
Elusive Severing Wind!
Now!
Soaring
Annihilation! Crossblade! With this, I can become even stronger! This will be a delicious piece of cake! Water, hear my call!
No further! Severing Wind! Okay, here I go. Try harder! My turn! It's over! Soaring Light Spear! Devastation! You're mine! Wind!
Glacial Spear!
Elusive Spear!
Can you take it?
Here!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummeling to me!
Severing Wind! You're mine!
Those are impressive skills. They took a lifetime to master. And I'll have to keep training.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Looks like we won.
I won't forgive you.
Severing Wind! Soaring Light Spear!
Can you take it?
You're finished! Severing Wind!
Negative gate!
Glacial Spear.
Soaring Light Spear!
This!
Devastation!
Lancer!
Here I come!
Raging
Soaring Light Spear!
Resonate with the
Glacial
earth!
Spear.
Take
Pierce
this!
Evil! I'll be saving this one! Freeze Lancer!
Glacial Spear.
Pierce Evil! Freeze Lancer!
I have no limits!
You're mine!
Wind!
Here, let me have it! Gale Force!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Devastation!
Negative
Soaring
gate!
Light Spear!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Here, let me have
Wind!
it!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right! No time to hold back!
Take this!
Freeze Lancer!
Wind!
Take it! You're mine!
Soaring Light Spear!
Annihilate! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Burning Strike!
Soaring Light Spear!
Red!
It's over!
Gale Force! Whoa!
Severing Wind! Soaring Light...
Onward and upward.
I found... some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
I'm only getting
Soaring
started.
Sphere!
Use your field!
Hurricane Thrust!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning on track! Lightning cassette! Piercing thunder blade!
Severing Wind!
Begin!
Soaring Light Sphere! Hurricane Thrust! Devastation! It's over! Soaring Light Sphere!
By the power of water!
Wind! Soaring Light Sphere! Devastation!
Spear! Piercing blade! Freeze laser!
Severing Wind!
Here, let me help! Do it! Begin!
Does it hurt?
Seal! Flame!
Soaring Light Sphere! Elusive Hand!
Condemn! Flame!
Devastation! Take this!
More time!
You're finished! Can you take it? Take this!
Do it!
A debut performance! Wind!
Annihilation! Blah, blah, blah!
Soaring Light Sphere!
Flame!
Hurricane Thrust! Devastation!
That extra training paid off.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Severing Wind! Soaring Light Sphere!
More for the stockpile!
Here I
Magic
come!
advance!
You're finished!
In here!
Soaring Light Sphere!
Get on in there with the others!
Here I come! You're finished!
Tempest Whirl! Alright!
Wind!
It's showtime!
Soaring Light Sphere!
Resonate with the
Here I come! It's over! Soaring Light Sphere! Hurricane Thrust!
Mega Ray!
Take this!
More for the stockpile!
Wind! Soaring Light
Technique.
Sphere!
How are your weapons holding up? Best not to give me any ideas.
These little ones are hardly worth our
Severing
time.
Wind!
Less talking, more fun.
Cut them apart to your heart's
Devastation!
content.
Take this!
Do it!
Elusive Severing Wind! Take this! It's over!
Any injuries?
Go no further!
Severing Wind! Soaring Light Sphere!
Here's evil!
Wind! Here I come! You're finished! Soaring Light Sphere!
Here I go! I'm only getting
You're mine!
started!
It's over!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Severing Wind!
By the power of
Soaring
water!
Light Sphere!
In here!
Devastation!
I'll be saving
Not
you!
here! Negative cut! Soaring Light Sphere!
Precision, precision, all a perfect fit.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
Would you take meticulous care of your
Still one left!
Right! No time to hold back!
I'll be saving this one!
You're finished! Soaring Light Sphere! Here I come! It's over! Begin!
It would appear I attract too much attention.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Still, it's part of me. Embrace it. Looks like it could be worth something.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Fool.
Here I go. It's on.
Can you take it?
Lightning
Can't
orb!
get out of bed!
Here I go. Lightning condemned.
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Can you take it?
Water, this one's mine!
Die. Not so
Can't be
fast.
swirled!
Now you see what I can do!
Mega Ray! I'm all stopped up! Annihilation!
Annihilation light.
Flame of fury! Burning
Here,
strike!
thanks.
Wind astral energy!
Take this.
Water, hear my call! Shining supernova! Hear my astral energy! Burning strike! Water,
Take this.
hear my call!
Heal. Destroy.
Mega Ray!
Here.
Here's a healing arc!
Elusive deity.
Okay,
here I go.
Raging storm!
Die.
Lightning!
Crush.
Here's
Thank
the
you.
ring! Reload! Seal! Here's a healing arc!
Resonate
This
with
is
the
the
earth.
first aid!
That's
Lightning
right,
condensed.
Die. Begin.
I'm only getting back into the fray!
Here. It's severing wind.
Lightning!
Take it more.
Glacial speed now! Here's
It's
evil!
on.
I'll be waiting!
Here.
Freeze Lancer!
Take this.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please.
Alphen,
Shion.
thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for...
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
Hello.
Huh.
Kisara.
Right! You guys want to rest here?
I'm impressed. Just how well balanced this thing is. That is one enormous string.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I'll take you all on!
Simeon, I don't hear you where you stand. I'll face you.
Go
for the weak point!
Destruction! Eternal devastation! Win!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against a worthy opponent. Prepare to be sealed, though fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Try harder! My turn!
Seal!
Resonate with the earth!
It's worth it! Onward!
Sleep now. Hear me! Burning
Destruction!
With the earth!
Seal force!
Stalagmite!
Alright, it's showtime! Hit! Here's a hit down! One left! Dance in the
I owe
wind!
you one!
Seal!
Eat this!
Got it! Now's our chance!
Destruction!
Rotating
Eternal devastation! Severing wind!
Hear my call!
Rotating
Red!
Twist the steel!
Here's Raging Cascade! Freeze Laser!
Here I come! Destruction! I owe you one!
Burning Strike!
Try harder!
Hear
Not
my
a
call!
chance!
Magic is in!
Strike!
Crossblade! Red!
Soaring light spear!
Here's evil!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Eternal devastation! Win!
Annihilation!
Your incantation ruined!
I have no limits!
Raging Storm! Take puddle!
Eternal devastation! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Take it! Got you!
Crush!
Thunder Field!
Eternal devastation!
Elusive deity!
Raging Cascade!
Take it! Feeling gale!
Drive!
In here!
Eternal devastation!
Water! Hear my call! Red! Lightning Orb!
Begin!
Eternal devastation! It's on!
Sleep now!
Burn in hell!
Such unadulterated fury!
Here's a healing air!
Attack!
Right, watch out! It's over! Here goes! Here goes!
Try harder! Now! Crush!
Thunder Field!
Destruction!
Stand in the wind! Water!
Wind!
Elusive deity! Raging Cascade! Here's evil! This one's mine! Let's get you all tucked away!
Heal!
Now I can let loose!
Dance in the wind!
Eternal devastation!
Can't get out of this!
Wide open!
Won't
Didn't think
escape
you had it
me!
in you.
Focus. There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
Eternal devastation!
There! House this! Lightning Listen! Thunderblade!
Now you see what I can do!
Raging Storm!
Now it's on!
Lightning! Dance in the wind!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! I'm ready!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
I need to be stronger.
Good.
Really now.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Why?
What?
Yeah. Got it. Great. I hate that woman. Well. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever quite want.
That can't be. No.
Oh, what?
Hey.
Oh?
Why? Whoa! Watch it. Hey.
Oh?
Huh? No.
Hey.
We've reached our destination.
wonder if something happened.
Right.
Excuse me. Well, real? Good. What's your?
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little.
You okay?
Yeah!
Okay.
Huh?
Here we go!
We finally made it.
That's a big Zoogle.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can take it.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Water, hear my call. Lightning orb! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! The flashing parts their weak points!
Severing wind!
Thunder!
I'll stop its charge!
Let the marksman handle this!
Ignite!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Severing wind!
Shattering the pieces! Lightning attack!
Devastation!
Elusive deity!
Searing flame! Reload! Radiant storm! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Wide open!
Burning
won't escape me.
Piercing
Take this!
Elusive deity!
Take it! This one's mine!
Lightning sighted!
Can't get out of this!
Here comes we!
Severing wind!
Dance in the wind!
Begin!
Hurricane blast! Dance in the wind! In here! This'll come in handy.
Burn in hell!
Elusive deity!
Severing wind!
We got no energy! More where that came from!
Hurricane deity! Devastation!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Light astral energy!
Elusive deity!
Smash you!
Soaring
light spear!
Thrilling performance!
Devastation!
Elusive deity!
Feel! Mega ray! Get on in there with the others!
Severing wind!
Is that a healing art?
It is!
I can't ignore your pain. Such unadulterated fury.
In here! Freeze Lancer! More for the stockpile!
Benediction light.
Glacial Spear! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Another incantation ruined.
Just with the Thunderblade! A banana! Let's go!
Severing wind!
Thunderblade! Healing Archer! First aid! Lightning Orb! Photon
Soaring light
Lightning
spear!
Blow!
Try harder!
Here's the Ether!
I'll face you. Ready and drive. Can you take
Soaring
it?
light spear!
Here's the Fury!
Burn!
Begin! Thunder Shield! I never miss!
We've got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right.
In
Still
here!
anyone's
Mega
fight.
Ray! More for the Nation! Mega Ray! Raging Storm!
Deity! Wind!
Photon Here!
Soaring light spear!
Benediction.
Here I go! Smash you! I can handle it! Okay! Seven-Eye Aqua! Raging
Soaring
now!
light spear! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Think we could take... Take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the decoy.
I've got... a really bad feeling about this.
Severing wind!
Are those rocks its skin? Take this!
Mega Ray! The flashing parts are weak points.
Here, let me help.
Oh, I'm glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how evil I can be!
Here's a healing arc.
Tornado blast! Spear! Tear!
This is coming.
Devastation!
To everlasting darkness.
I'm ready.
Resonate with the earth.
Ignite!
Stalagmite.
Razor Cyclone.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Wind!
Glacial Spear. Here's the evil.
Hurricane thrust! Devastation!
Razor
Soaring light spear!
Here's my ball.
Heal! I owe you one.
This one's mine. Here,
Wind!
let me help.
Elusive deity.
Raging Storm.
Soaring light spear! Hurricane thrust! Devastation! Triumphant!
It won't escape me.
Devastation!
Nothing gets by me.
Elusive deity.
Into the shadows.
Severing wind! Soaring light spear! Devastating!
Benediction light.
Lightning condemned.
Now I can let loose! Soaring light spear! Tear!
Annihilation.
Devastation!
Annihilation. Lightning. Raging
Resonate with the
cascade.
earth.
Wind!
Stalagmite.
It's on! Hurricane thrust! Devastation! You're mine! It's over! Burn in hell!
Let the mark raging
Wind!
long flight.
Anything you want. Just see that you don't get in trouble again.
Into the shadows.
You're mine!
Mega Ray.
Severing wind! Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Glacial Spear. Pierce the evil.
Severing wind!
Wind Astral
Soaring light
Energy.
spear!
Wind.
Hurricane thrust!
Sleep now. More
Soaring
than
light spear!
The enemy is going all out.
Now you see what I can do!
More with that heat drop. Steel. That
Severing
move.
wind! Here comes the big one! Hurricane
Lightning
thrust!
condemned.
Devastation!
Pile driver!
This one's mine. Here's Raging Cascade!
Devastation! Take this!
Lightning!
You're finished! Ignite!
Banana, let's go! Here I go! In here! There you go! Go light up! Raging
Soaring Light Spear!
Take it! Mega Red! Let's get you all tucked away!
Severing Wind!
Heal!
Soaring Light Spear! Hurricane Thrust! Devastation!
Mega Red!
Soaring Light Spear! Hurricane Thrust!
Elusive anything in armor is all mine.
Lightning Orb!
Severing Wind!
It's weakened!
Soaring Light! This ends now!
Here
I come! It's over! Soaring Light Spear!
Elusive deity.
Severing Wind!
Resonate with the earth.
Raging
Now see
Storm!
what I can do.
More reaction!
We've got him on the run!
Don't get the enemy is going all out!
Soaring Light Spear!
Mega Ray!
Denied.
Attack in the wind! Mega Ray!
Elusive deity.
It's about to strike!
Where you
Look
go.
sharp, everyone!
Shining Scissor!
Elusive deity.
Eat
More
this!
reaction! Only getting lightning! Please now!
Severing Wind!
Here's a healing art! I'll be saving this one! Thunder Beam!
Thank you. Elusive deity.
Soaring Light Spear! Hurricane Thrust! Soaring Light Spear!
Elusive deity.
Take this! It's over! Severing Wind!
Elusive deity.
Soaring Light Spear!
Shattering the pieces. Elusive deity.
Let me help!
Come on.
Raging Cascade! Raging
Elusive
Cascade! Raging Cascade!
Severing Wind!
Heal! Evil!
Soaring Light Spear!
Get on it!
Devastation!
Here's a healing art! I can't hold on much longer! Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
We've reached our destination.
Okay.
Serious?
Well,
What the?
Okay.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now. Now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
Whew! I don't sense any more enemies.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Look, Hootle! One of your buddies! Woo!
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
Ha! We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's because you and the little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority. If anything, they may well consider him a hero.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys...
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz.
A victory that's earned by throwing a... I can understand that the Danans here are...
I'm perfectly able to...
But you shouldn't have to be. It's just... When you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. I don't think that's fair.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle.
The Renans are powerful. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with...
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like that.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. When you do that, you're ruling over others.
To be honest, I don't...
Law.
The whole thing feels weird, and Deadeye and my dad are two very different men.
The city is liberated, and yet the air...
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sound.
You seem to care a lot about...
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed. Music enriches the world around us. Words could not describe... Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best.
Don't apologize.
Even though the...
Personally, the fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves, and outright... Not that my words can undo...
What's wrong? All right.
What the...
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Mm-hmm. Well... I see. Oh.
Just...
Excuse me!
Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just... look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
There's someone in trouble here.
Oh, yeah. How's this? Great!
Yes. Hey.
Good.
Really? What?
Yes!
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there!
Huh?
Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
That dead...
Forget that guy.
What's there to do?
I want to go after her.
I second that. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat...
I have to agree.
Fine by me.
Our job is to break down... For now, we'll head to this Esta... Whatever we decided. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shionne. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my...
Oh?
Is that... You don't... I see...
Hey!
Not...
Well?
What?
What?
Hi. All right? No.
Sure.
Really? Oh.
What? Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority, though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you...
We have to catch...
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those?
to manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy...
So the Renans...
Sounds like...
Renans these days... Or is that something...
I can't claim to know everything.
But at some point they...
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. Now that I think about it.
Lagiel is that woman...
Funny you mention that.
I think it still looks...
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Right, here goes! Severing Wind!
Begin!
Severing Wind! Soaring Light Spear!
A debut performance!
These ones can run rings around us!
I shall ensure you survive this!
Hellfist!
Air pressure! Too fast! No, stand back. I'll trip it up.
Destruction!
Begin!
Severing Wind!
We've turned the tables on.
There is still one left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Eternal devastation!
Now!
Severing Wind!
Elusive theory!
Astral energy!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Alphen, have you...
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out.
Yeah, but...
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well...
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still...
What do you mean?
Mostly. I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very... regimented and...
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo... Still, if everyone...
Don't you ever get tired?
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Maybe something's going on in the forest. Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Why didn't the Renan...
Let's dispose of the trash.
Destruction!
Begin!
Eat this! Come one, come all!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Destruction!
Those are impressive skills.
Perhaps they took a lifetime to master.
Then I'll have to keep training.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
Here I go.
Take this!
Mega Ray.
Now! Devastation! Win!
Lightning.
You're mine!
Thunderfield.
Well then, let's keep moving. Out of our way!
It's over.
Soaring Lightning Spear!
I'll be saving this one.
You're mine! It's over! Soaring Light Spear!
More where that came
You're
from.
mine!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Light Spear! Take this! You're finished! Strike!
Resonate with the earth.
Severing Wind! Soaring Light Spear! You're mine! You're finished!
I thought you were going to wreck them.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Gotta break through!
Radiant here.
This one's all mine!
Here goes.
Severing Wind!
One last radiant.
It can hide itself?
It's over.
Amazing.
Magic is there.
Another incantation ruined.
Win!
Not again!
Strike!
Resonate with the earth!
Here's the
Eternal
Devastation.
Severing Wind!
Great
Soaring Light
Here's the
Spear!
Evo. This will come in handy.
Devastation!
Lightning
It's over! Soaring Light Spear!
Blah, blah, blah.
Time to let it rip!
Blow away!
I'm all stopped up.
Raining! Eternal Devastation! Severing Wind! Soaring Light! I'm not done! Severing Wind! Soaring Light Spear! Hurricane Thrust! Devastation! I owe you one! Tear!
Let me help. Here's
Devastation! Here I come! Raining Blast!
Benediction light. Benediction light. A charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Blow away! Eternal Devastation! Severing Wind!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Howard. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
More where that came from.
You're mine!
Glacial
Blow
Spear.
away!
Don't get in my way.
Everlasting darkness.
Eternal Devastation! Severing Wind!
In the wind. Here's a healing arc.
The enemy of this art too.
You'll soon see about that. I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar! Radiant here.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Blow away! Try harder!
This one's mine.
My turn!
Here's a healing arc. Far enough. First take it! Field!
I'm ready!
Remote! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Can you take care of this?
Now! No sooner said than done!
Air pressure! Raining flash! Eternal devastation! Semi-win!
Water! Hear my call! Feel!
You're finished!
Spread!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shionne. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Elusive lightning orb! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Lightning condemned!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off this! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Annihilation! Rage
Soaring light spear! Try harder!
Spread! Devastation! In here!
I'm ready!
Let's get you all tucked away! There! Got you!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
These little ones are hard.
Less talking, more pummeling.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Coming through!
Mega Ray!
Can you take a review performance?
Rising Wiper! Hurricane Thrust!
Arctic!
I shall ensure you survive this!
Devastation!
Hear my call!
Now or never!
Blow away!
Here's evil!
Eternal devastation!
Elusive
Lightning orb! It's too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up! Can't get out of this!
There! Freeze!
Blow away!
Only get radiant now!
Rising Wiper!
I can feel my precision improving.
Courteous, aren't you?
Blow away!
Hero! Mega Ray!
Benediction
Rage
alive.
Hurricane! Mega Ray!
Blow away!
Dance in the wind! Careful! It has some kind of camouflage! Here, let me help!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart for your heart's content.
Rising Wiper! Soaring Light Spear! Devastation!
Wind Astrolator!
Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc!
Ha! Burn in hell!
Hey, that... Wind Astrolator!
Blow away!
Line!
Eternal devastation!
Light Astrolator! You got
Soaring
the
Light
ready!
Spear!
Ha! Here,
You're mine!
get on it!
It's over!
Here's evil! Photon Blast!
Radiant Blast!
One at a time!
Rising Wiper!
Sleep more!
Radiant Orb!
This'll come in handy! Radiant Pierce! Here, let me help! First aid!
Thank you.
Negative gate!
Gemini Ultra! Showtime! Watch it!
Air pressure!
Here, let me help! I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara! Water, hear my call!
Stalagmite!
Fled! Lightning Orb! Here's lightning! Never miss!
I'm not feeling so great.
Here, lightning condemned!
This one's all mine.
Thunderblade! Thunderfield! Power of water! Chronotop Sphere! Mega Ray! Tempest Whirl!
Burn!
I've used too much.
Rotating Pile Driver! Rising Wiper!
Lightning
Soaring
Orb!
Light Spear!
Earth Malevolent!
Rotating Pile Driver!
Waterfall! Nothing gets by me! Let's show them just what this team can do!
Take this!
Mega Ray!
Blow away! Eternal devastation!
Heal!
Wind Astrolator!
You're mine!
How aren't we being interrupted?
I'm ready!
Dance on the wind!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing!
I sense a strange power from this. imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
Let's dispose of the trash.
Raining slash!
Negative
Crush! Attack! Freeze blade!
I'll take you all on! Blow away! Crush! Rising Wyvern!
Radiant up here!
Tear!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Piss on!
Freeze blade! Crush in the wind!
Rising Wyvern!
Here!
I'm ready!
Let's
You're
get you all
finished!
tucked away! Into the desert!
Raining slash!
Cross blade!
A victory for the ages. I wonder just how many people have been saved by Xion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this?
Hey, it's that ingredient.
Yeah, the one for that recipe.
You always have an eye for food.
Dispose of the trash.
Blow away!
Resonate with
Eternal
the
devastation!
On your knees.
Radiant pierce!
Blow away! You picked the wrong fight!
Supernova! It's raging vaccine!
Eternal devastation!
Feel!
Soaring light spear!
Elusive being.
You're mine! It's over!
Everlasting charge.
Raining
Negative
slash!
death. Your hearts are being
Rising
interrupted.
Wyvern! Soaring light spear!
From the wind.
Tempest! Radiant pierce! I never miss!
Benedict.
What can we?
Rising Wyvern!
Lightning orb!
Here I come!
Lightning condensed!
You're finished!
Thunder
Soaring
blade!
light spear!
Anyone else feel...
Devastation!
Rinwell, you're not looking so good.
I'll be fine. Really, don't worry.
Blow away! Eternal devastation!
Lightning orb! Let me help!
This one's all mine!
Not enough! I'll cover you!
Devastation!
Dance in the wind!
Can you take it? Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing
Just
art!
what the doctor ordered.
First aid! Here comes the top!
Ignite!
Mega ray! Annihilate!
Fly away!
Mega ray!
Eternal devastation!
Here's a healing art!
Soaring light spear! Try harder!
Not a chance. Don't be carried away. Elusive deity.
We ran your energy!
Armor won't save you.
I'll show you
with the
just
earth.
how strong my arts really are.
Stalagmite.
First aid!
Soaring light spear!
Dance in the wind!
Glacial spear.
In here! Here's the
You're
evil!
finished!
Cross blade! Here, let me help! I can't hold on much longer!
Strike!
Raging storm!
Raining
Don't
blast!
feel better!
Glacial spear.
Here's the evil!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! I'm ready! Double me! In an instant! Impact block! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No.
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's...
And he's not just...
You flatter me.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses.
Oh yeah, I've no...
Still, it's a risk.
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing.
Way.
You picked the wrong fight! Crescent Slash! Flew away! Eternal Devastation! Elusive Deity! Ready and rare! Devastation! Take this! It's over!
Water!
Lightning Slash! Rising Wyvern! Here I come!
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right. I should probably do something about that.
I can heal myself, thank you.
Precisely. The healer cannot be risked.
That's the wisest thing you've ever said.
Eternal Devastation!
Dance in the wind!
Soaring Light Sphere!
Here's the evil! Let's get you all tucked away!
In a bind! Flew away!
Take it!
Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Soaring Light Sphere!
You're mine!
Devastation!
Tempest!
Let me help!
First aid!
Now I can let loose!
Raging
Slash! Eternal Devastation!
Benediction
Tempest
light.
Whirl!
I've used too much.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
Raining Slash! Burn in hell! Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Swift! Soaring Light Sphere! Here I come! Devastation! Blow away!
Now
you see what I can do! Prepare to be sealed!
I'll show you just how strong my arts really are!
Where are you going?
Elusive Deity! Dominating! In an instant! Impact Claw!
To achieve such harmony
takes a singular will.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift. Purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments.
What do you mean?
The truth of that instinctive...
Don't be...
Looking at her...
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just...
that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've...
Are you talking about that junk?
Whoa, is...
Indeed. It is ever since we Renans conquered Dana. Such...
Well...
I don't know.
More to the point, we all contribute to that money.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to Our funds aren't your personal wallet.
I don't think we're so...
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend...
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Xion can use theirs?
That may be because Xion has embedded the Fire Master core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources, the pain and agony, it is a testament of all that I have done.
You did
Danans...
Little late for...
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my...
You said it.
Hey.
Well, it's...
Yeah. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. I wanted to... I don't blame Lord...
It's strange. We're talking about...
You might be right. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
You finally made it.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
No further!
By the power of water! Windmaster Energy! Like a condemned! Glacial Speed! You do it!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Spread!
Glacial
Spear! Here's evil!
Crush!
Freeze
I'll
Laser!
try you
It's
next
on!
time! Cut and slash! Here I come! Not today!
Dance to the wind! Now!
Pieces!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Blow away!
Field!
On your
I'll be
knees.
saving this tank!
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust! Soaring Light Spear! Devastation!
Shall provide assistance.
Here goes!
We've got flyers!
I've got this! Let him mark them
Total
in
devastation!
here!
All yours!
More for the stockpile! Raging Cascade!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart.
Freeze Laser!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Take this! I'm only getting started!
Come one, come all!
This'll come in handy!
And this is
Here's the
mine!
wind!
Do it! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Blow away!
Resonate with the earth. On your knees.
Raining Slash! Crush! Rising Wyvern! You're mine! It's over! Raining Slash! Crush! Rising Wyvern!
Seal! Freeze Laser!
Raining Slash!
So I still had room to grow.
Coming through! Take this!
I'm only getting started!
Elusive deity! I'm ready!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
You're finished! Blow away!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Blow away!
They're surrounding us!
Eternal devastation! It's time! Rising Wyvern!
On your knees.
Soaring Light Spear!
Nothing will
Annihilation!
Here I come!
Your blade moves like pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Blow away!
On your knees.
Rising Wyvern!
Raging storm!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Blow away!
Freeze weather!
I'm ready!
This calls for a celebratory drink. Discourteous, aren't you?
Raining blast! I'll take you all off! Rising Wyvern! You're mine! Soaring Light Spear! Hurricane Thrust!
Get on in there, Olivia!
My turn! Raining... Rising Wyvern!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against a worthy opponent.
So those are... Something you want to say?
Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
I think I'm getting stronger. I think Hootle senses...
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.